In 2020, the world came to a sudden halt. Offices shuttered overnight, long commutes evaporated into memory, and the cramped downtown apartment, once a symbol of urban convenience, began to feel more like a confining cage than a welcoming home. In an instant, the familiar rhythms of daily life were upended. Today, however, we are witnessing a remarkable transformation. Suburban neighborhoods are booming, rural towns are reawakening, and the very fabric of our living spaces is being completely rewritten. But what forces are driving this seismic shift? And is this transformation permanent? In this in-depth exploration, we will peel back the layers of change and delve into the story behind the suburban surge, examining its roots, its current impact, and its future implications. At the core of this transformation lies a revolution in how we work. The global pandemic catalyzed a dramatic shift away from the traditional 9-to-5 office model. With nearly 40% of U.S. jobs now embracing remote or hybrid models, Upwork, the physical necessity of being tethered to a city office has rapidly faded into the background. This newfound freedom has unlocked a world of possibilities, a realm where the dream of a spacious home with a dedicated office and even a backyard is suddenly within reach for countless individuals and families. As remote work became the new normal, many discovered that productivity, creativity, and work-life balance flourished when they were given the autonomy to choose their environment. The constraints of cramped apartments and lengthy commutes gave way to the liberating expanse of suburban living. Once considered secondary, these neighborhoods are now seen as fertile ground for personal growth and professional productivity. Declaration from a real estate perspective. Not long ago, buyers would frequently inquire, "How close is it to downtown?" Today, the conversation has transformed completely. They now ask, "How fast is the Wi-Fi? Is there room for a home gym or a dedicated playroom for the kids?" These evolving priorities are reflected in the skyrocketing demand for suburban properties, where flexibility and space have become paramount. This evolution is not just about physical space. It represents a complete reimagining of our lifestyle. With remote work empowering families to choose their ideal environment, communities once considered peripheral are now experiencing vibrant rejuvenation. New neighborhoods are emerging as hubs of innovation, offering the perfect blend of residential comfort and the conveniences of modern life. While the magnetic pull of urban life once captivated the masses, recent market dynamics have revealed an unmistakable shift in buyer sentiment. In 2022, urban condo prices experienced a notable decline of roughly 10%, a reflection of diminishing demand for high-density, compact living spaces. In stark contrast, single-family homes in the suburbs witnessed a surge in prices by nearly 25%, a testament to the growing appetite for larger, more affordable, and more comfortable living environments, Redfin. Moreover, many suburban markets are now reporting an inventory window of just 6 months, compared to the more generous 12-month window typical of city centers. Yet this transformation is not limited solely to the suburbs. Smaller rural towns, those with populations under 50,000, have also witnessed an astonishing 70% spike in buyer interest, according to data from the National Association of Realtors. This dramatic increase is more than just a set of numbers. It is indicative of a broader cultural shift. Modern buyers are placing a renewed emphasis on valuing space, community, and a quality of life that has long been overshadowed by the relentless pace of urban existence. Declaration from urban planners and market analysts. Cities are far from obsolete. They are in the midst of a profound evolution. What we are witnessing is a fundamental realignment of priorities. Modern buyers now seek what suburbs readily offer: flexibility, ample room to grow, and the chance to reconnect with nature and community in a way that dense urban environments simply cannot match. In historical context, cities were once the epicenters of opportunity, innovation, and cultural exchange. Today, while they continue to evolve and adapt, many are reconfiguring their identities to remain competitive. Urban centers are transforming from solely business-oriented hubs into mixed-use environments that blend work, leisure, and residential comforts. This dual evolution of both urban cores and suburban expanses underscores the complex interplay of market forces at work in our modern real estate landscape. The suburban surge is not just an economic phenomenon, it is a reflection of profound societal shifts. Over the past several decades, the definition of what constitutes an ideal living space has undergone significant transformation. In earlier eras, the proximity to work, cultural institutions, and entertainment was paramount. Today, however, buyers are increasingly valuing attributes such as space, privacy, and a strong sense of community. Across the country, communities that were once sidelined by the relentless focus on urban centers are now emerging as vibrant locales in their own right. These areas are not only experiencing economic revitalization but are also becoming centers of cultural and social innovation. Local businesses are thriving, schools are expanding to meet the needs of growing populations, and public spaces are being reimagined to foster community engagement and connection. Historical context and societal impact. Historically, the urban migration was driven by industrialization, the promise of endless job opportunities, and the magnetic allure of city lights. However, as our society evolved, so too did our understanding of what constitutes a fulfilling life. The modern era has brought with it a renewed emphasis on work-life balance, environmental sustainability, and community well-being. The suburban surge is, in many ways, a natural response to these evolving values, a testament to our collective desire for a higher quality of life that honors both personal freedom and communal responsibility. Rapid growth is rarely without its challenges. As suburban areas witness an unprecedented influx of new residents, the very qualities that once made these locales attractive can quickly become sources of tension. In many neighborhoods, what began as an affordable haven has rapidly transformed into a fiercely competitive market, where bidding wars erupt and prices soar well beyond initial expectations. The excitement of securing a dream home can quickly be dampened by the harsh realities of supply and demand. As more buyers flood into these burgeoning markets, the strain on local infrastructure becomes increasingly apparent. Schools struggle to accommodate growing numbers of students, roads become congested with daily traffic, and healthcare facilities find themselves stretched thin. These challenges raise critical questions about the sustainability of such rapid growth, particularly if the remote work revolution evolves once again. Declaration from local agents and community leaders. Many buyers once viewed the suburbs as an unbeatable bargain until they discovered that the very surge of interest they anticipated was driving prices upward at an alarming rate. What initially seemed like a hidden gem of opportunity swiftly transformed into a battleground, leaving countless families to wonder if the promise of spacious, affordable living was, in fact, too good to be true. As we reflect on this rapid transformation, it is clear that the initial allure of suburban living has met the unyielding forces of economic and demographic reality. The challenges posed by rapid growth underscore the need for careful planning, strategic investment, and community collaboration to ensure that these areas remain both livable and sustainable over the long term. As we look to the future, it becomes increasingly clear that the evolution of our living environments will not be a matter of choosing between city and suburb, but rather blending the best elements of both. With 80% of companies now planning to maintain hybrid work models for the long haul, McKinsey, remote work has cemented its role as a cornerstone of modern life. This shift is catalyzing a fundamental redefinition of how and where we choose to live. In cities, older office buildings are being transformed into vibrant residential communities that integrate work, leisure, and cultural experiences. These innovative projects are redefining urban living, creating spaces that are not only functional but also deeply connected to the community. Meanwhile, suburban areas are evolving into dynamic, self-sustaining communities that offer state-of-the-art amenities alongside traditional values of space and tranquility. The future of real estate lies in the fusion of urban density and suburban spaciousness. Forward-thinking planners and policymakers are working tirelessly to create environments that offer diverse choices, whether it's an eco-friendly, high-density urban neighborhood with cutting-edge public transit, or a sprawling suburban community equipped with sustainable technology and ample green spaces. The key to this transformation is flexibility, thoughtful design, and a commitment to enhancing the overall quality of life for all residents. These emerging communities are designed not just to accommodate growth, but to thrive amid the challenges of a rapidly changing world. By embracing new technologies, sustainable practices, and innovative planning strategies, we are laying the groundwork for a future where both cities and suburbs flourish together. This integration promises not only to ease the strain on traditional urban centers, but also to revitalize communities that had long been overlooked. Beyond market trends and consumer preferences, the future of our living environments hinges on the ability of governments, developers, and communities to collaborate in the face of rapid change. Policymakers are now tasked with the delicate balancing act of encouraging growth while safeguarding the sustainability of our infrastructure and natural resources. The challenge is immense. How do we ensure that new developments are not only economically viable but also environmentally responsible and socially inclusive? Investments in renewable energy, improved public transit, and eco-friendly building practices are at the forefront of this new wave of development. Communities that once faced the risk of overburdened schools and congested roads are now partnering with local governments to create resilient neighborhoods that can adapt to future challenges. From energy-efficient homes to smart city technologies that monitor and manage resource use in real time, the focus is on creating communities that are built to last, communities that not only meet the needs of today but also anticipate the demands of tomorrow. Extended Expert Declaration on Policy and Sustainability. Urban planners, community leaders, and policy experts now assert that the integration of sustainability into every facet of development is not optional, it is imperative. The future of our cities and suburbs depends on innovative planning that prioritizes long-term well-being over short-term gains. This means rethinking zoning laws, investing in public infrastructure, and fostering community engagement to ensure that growth benefits everyone. It's about building a legacy of resilience and sustainability that future generations can inherit with pride. Ultimately, the true measure of success in our evolving landscape will be our ability to create spaces where economic opportunity, environmental stewardship, and social equity coexist harmoniously. By embracing a holistic approach to development, we are charting a course toward communities that are not only thriving today but are also prepared to meet the challenges of tomorrow head-on. In the end, the pandemic did more than just alter where we live. It reshaped why we live. For some, the dream has evolved into one defined by space, affordability, and a closer connection to nature. For others, it remains anchored in the vibrancy and dynamism of urban life. One undeniable truth emerges: our housing market, our communities, and our very lives will never be the same again. As we navigate these transformative times, our choices are richer, our landscapes more diverse, and our futures filled with boundless possibility. Are you ready to embrace this new era of living? Subscribe now and gain exclusive access to our comprehensive guide, Suburban versus Urban: Where Should You Buy Next? Join us on this journey as we continue to explore and shape the ever-evolving American dream. Share your thoughts, spread the word, and together, let's build communities that thrive on innovation, sustainability, and unity.